actually?
No, I think we're recording now. Damn! We just started our intro and it wasn't recording.
Makes a change from when I start it recording and you don't expect it to be.
Oh my goodness me.
We've just been, what have we just been doing?
We've been rocking out to Rick
Astley getting us in the mood. And then she was rude, so it's a good job that bit wasn't recorded. And then I said something like, welcome to Watch with Mother. Or Watch with Carrie and Flo.
Absolutely. Love to sew with Carrie and Flo.
Yeah.
I like it.
Love to sew with Carrie and Flo.
That's good, I like it.
Like it, yeah. So I'm doing the intro today,
Yes.
so I'm looking down because I'm having to read it. Welcome to the Caroline Love to Sew, which has just been renamed, so I'm expecting to see a new title on there. Podcast number 8, where we are going to be talking about lots of crafty goodness. Most of it involving yarn, some of it involving fabric.
Why are you talking like this?
A shop update because I feel all important. Alright then, love, what we doing then?
Right, it's Wednesday the 26th of September.
It is, that's it. I didn't say that, did I?
And it's not as hot as it has been in the UK.
Oh, it's lovely today.
It's beautiful today. It's sunny, slightly chilly, bit of a nip in the air, but gorgeous.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
yesterday when I was blowing my breath in the cold air, you accused me of smoking in the garden. How rude.
You really shouldn't.
It was a very, well actually the sun is shining today, the sky is very blue, and the drive over for me was picturesque through all the countryside.
Gorgeous.
Golden leaves, my favourite time of year.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think my favourite's the spring, when
Is it?
everything's coming out, but I do love the autumn as well, because it looks really pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think for me it reminds me of my childhood when I was at school and sort of like the harvest festival time where you feel like you're reaping all the years, you know, all the effort you put in all year, you're reaping those products and the smells and the crisp leaves and it's
That
just
feeling
that
of
cosy
going back to
feeling.
school, you've got your new uniform and your new shoes and you're standing at the bus stop freezing.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking that was nice. I was thinking more primary school actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was when I lived in the countryside and I really love that.
Yeah.
But now I live in city, as Leicester people say. In the city, darling.
Oh, do you?
Must make an effort to talk proper. And drink lots of tea.
Yes.
Oh, great today.
We have tea today.
We do have tea today, cheers.
Cheers,
She's
biggies.
she's got the posh cups out for me. There we matches my thing that's going on there.
Your thing.
My thing, my flower, Flora's flower.
So today we've got some finished objects to talk about, some whips,
We have
knitting, crochet.
I'm so bloody
Behave.
predictable. And Flora has bought her basket,
Basket.
which is full of things.
Well, why don't you start then?
Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, right, well, first thing I'm going to show was some yarn that I bought from Maya at the Woolbarn.
Oh, is this when we went to Fibre East?
It is, and the main one I used was, let it focus, look, it's on you, look. That one there.
Perhaps it's better. Perhaps I should do the whole thing.
No.
like this.
And I have been so fickle lately. I knew what I wanted to do with this yarn, but I couldn't quite settle on the pattern. And I actually frogged it about 6 times before I finally settled on
so
this.
annoying, isn't it?
And it's been on my Instagram.
But it
I'm
looks
having to move in now,
amazing.
look, moving in for the kill. So this, I have put beads in the bottom, so I've never done that before. And I put a velvet ribbon on it, because I just fancied that.
It's really pretty.
And then the actual pattern itself, there isn't a pattern as such for the scarf itself, because I just went through books and books and books and books and came up with, it was actually a jumper pattern. You can't see it all from there.
Shall we
but
hold it
Yeah,
out?
you hold that one there. It's a bit of a beast, but it's designed to be sort of like wrapped round. You should try it on. You looked at me like, oh God, Ben. So this
Might
actual...
mess up my hair.
You vain bugger. This main body part was actually from a pattern in a book that was for a jumper, and I just
really nice.
adapted it. As I've washed it, dear.
She started sticking her nose in it.
Yeah, it's not a hanky, it's a scarf.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, I just wanted to put like the beads on. It made it a little bit sort of like Victorian-esque, I suppose. Hang on, I'll try it on proper. I'll tell you everybody about it. Yeah.
I really love the brown speckles in the duck egg blue.
Well, you were with me when I bought that, and you helped me choose it actually. Well, you spotted that, and then I spotted these minis, and I just so loved it. So
you showed them all
I did.
used on the last podcast,
I
didn't you?
did, yeah, and I've actually used yarn I've bought recently. My God, it's not just gone in stash. Stash? I don't have a stash. Yes, so I really, really loved the colours, and
I actually want this back.
yeah, I think the person who eats this for Christmas would like it back. So I've used her Twisted Sock 4-ply, which is called Beach Grass. That's the main duck egg colour. Yeah. And then the two minis I've mixed and matched actually. They were her cashmere sock minis. One's called Pecan and one, or Pecan, or Pecan if you're in America. Anyway, you know that nut thing. And the other one's called...
What, you?
I'm a nutter, yeah. The other one's called Toffee.
Which one was which?
Oh,
do you think
gosh,
Pecan's the paler one?
Yes, Pecan I think was the paler one. Sorry, Maya. Pecan was the paler one. Toffee I think was the darker one. Okay. And they just go so lovely together. It looks very nice on you actually.
Yeah, it does.
I can't have it. Just a present. Just saying. Yeah, normally it's me wanting to nick your socks. Yeah.
Yeah, so, beautiful. It goes with my green trousers.
Yeah, they are green, although I'd say
bottle of green. They're not blue, they're green. Bottle of green. Yours are blue, look.
Well, mine are
sorry, I was arguing about the colour of our trousers.
I just can't get the stuff. So yeah, so that's my most recent make, which
that's gorgeous.
It.
It's really soft as well, isn't it?
It is. It's really, really nice. I think I could actually wear that. Maybe I might keep that one. I don't keep anything I make. Very little. Very little. Shall I show you some more?
Show me something else you finished.
Show you something else that's finished. Right, I'll do those in a moment because that leads me on to that and that and that. So I was actually... Whose podcast is this?
I'm going to do that and then I'm going to do that.
No, that's me thinking.
You're not talking about all of those individually, are you?
No, I'm not. No, they come as one.
Phew.
Oh, I didn't bring them all.
We'll be here till tea time. So
there's a lady who I follow and follows me on Tinterweb, as I call it, on Instagram, called Viv de Fleurs. And she's a lovely lady.
She's lovely.
She is lovely. And in fact, on the Facebook group that Crafting Treats has, I think that's how I first got to know her on there. Okay. I think it was the Bag-Along group, actually. But, you know, Bag-Along, that's what it's called, yeah. Loads of people making bags. We were really bag ladies. Well, she approached me a few weeks ago, just before my daughter's wedding. Oh, my daughter got married. Oh. And just saying, I'm so proud. And she asked me if I would mind pattern testing for her, and it was for a sock. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go, you know. I've never actually successfully made a sock in my life. Usually, apparently I've got a high instep, so usually I can't get them over my heel. But these were using double knit, and the pattern, she told me, was a bit forgiving with its stretchiness, especially as there's 3 designs on this particular pattern. I should show you the sock while I'm telling you, really. So I'm just sitting here stroking it. So I tested for her the lacy pattern.
Lovely colour.
Which I love this. Everything matches today. Look, everything.
You're blending, aren't you?
I'm blending in. Accidental colour blending, as ever. I just do it all the time. What can I say? I'm good like that. Don't stop me laughing, oh cough. So yeah, so she asked me if I'd pattern test for her, and I did it this week. And this is actually the first sock I've ever finished. I've never, obviously, as you know, done a knit one, but first crochet sock that I've ever finished, and it fits. That's the amazing thing. So I'll take it off the sock blocker. I haven't actually blocked it.
It's quite chunky, isn't it?
It is.
Because it's DK.
It's DK weight, but the lacy pattern that's on the front there,
that's so pretty.
Pull it onto my hand like a glove, look.
Is this pattern being released soon?
She's going to hopefully release it at the end of this week.
Okay. That's
and
lovely.
I will give you all the details so you can put them in the show notes.
Down below.
Down below. That sounded rude. Anything you need to know is down below. So yeah, this lovely, lovely pattern. And it's so good the way she's done it. It was so easy to follow. She's got all the increases and everything and the decreases in the right places. She's thought it out so well. So the first pattern is actually a very plain sock. Then the second one has got some patterning going on in here. And then this is the lacy one, which has got the pattern on there as well. So 3 pairs of socks in one pattern.
Nice.
Really, really lovely. So for that I have used my Shades of Weardale. That says Weardale, doesn't it? Because last time I read something wrong. It's called Ling, and it's from the Knitting Gift Shop. My little friend's seeing you in Yardale this weekend. So that was what I used for that one. And it is such a lovely, lovely, lovely yarn. I've used this a few times for different things.
Gorgeous.
So that's really nice.
That's beautiful.
Am I going to tell you about my next thing now? Or are you going to do some gassing while I drink my tea?
Well, see, you've got finished objects, and I don't have any finished objects.
So we got to put them in. We've got to put them in a box, have we?
I have whips only.
Okay. I have a whip as well.
So let's finish with your.
Okay, we'll finish with my little mates. I've only bought some of them because I have been very busy making. Look, you hold that.
I'll hold your basket.
Making hearts. Well, you've got one of my
so
hanging
pretty.
hearts. I have got lots and lots of hearts. I think I've got 17 altogether of the pink
buttons.
ones. They're all vintage. So what I've done is the pattern is actually the I think it's called the flower hanging heart. Oh God, I should have looked. It's the Attic 24 pattern anyway. And she's made these lovely hearts. Normally they'll have a hanger on. I haven't put hangers on these ones because I've made a lot of them. But they've got old bits of lace on. They've got velvet ribbons, different things.
Oh, gorgeous.
Buttons. And I'm actually giving them away at Yarn Day.
Are you?
Yeah, well every year.
That's very generous.
I know, I'm nice like that. Every
How many
year.
have you made?
17 there are altogether. It's the pink ones that...
So who are you giving them to?
Random people.
Random people.
Well,
excuse me, would you like a heart?
well, people know that I have them. This one's not got the velvet on because it's got a different ribbon on there.
See? Oh yeah.
So they're all done there. These are what I call my little flora tweaks.
Yeah.
The buttons are all vintage. They're all reclaimed from different things. So there we go.
Super.
I've got a lot. Anyway, so there's 17 of these pink ones. So people who come and tap me on the shoulder and say, "Hello, Flora." "Hello, Flora." That's a nice one.
Is that how they have to say it?
No, not quite like that. They'll probably look at me and go... So there's 17 of these over the 2 days, which will be packaged up in little bags.
Aww,
and
that's so kind of you.
they are for me to randomly hand out to my lovely Instagram followers who are absolute stars and they interact with me and I absolutely love it. The white ones, however, are earmarked for specific people.
Oh, I see.
I will say no more.
Special people.
Special people. Dirty laugh. There we go. Oh, it's your turn now.
Oh, is it?
I can drink now.
Gosh, I was enjoying listening to all that.
Do you? Yeah. It's nice to have you here on my podcast.
Pretty things.
Yeah, you've got some nice things.
Right.
As ever, all laying out nicely.
So I have... give over. So I have...
Give over.
No finished objects today.
No.
No.
That's because you've been busy.
But I do have an almost finished object. I can't speak today. What the heck is wrong with me?
Do you need to take your teeth out of a rinse and put them back in?
Oh dear.
God, this is long.
It's really long. This is my second Avenue wrap. And I am in love with it.
Cool.
And I've been knitting it for about just over a month, I think.
Well, that's not long really for all of
Pretty
that. I
well.
can't even do a pair of socks.
Pretty exclusively, I must say.
Gosh.
Because I love it and I can't put it down. So all these colours are from the Woolbarn.
That's a bit like mine, isn't it?
Which one?
This one, because I've used duck egg.
Yeah, this one. So the colours, they're all on my Ravelry page, but I can tell you. So the brown is walnut. You can't really see that until it's blocked. Actually, you can see it on this end.
Can I?
Ooh. So it's walnut, sand. The green is sage, and it's repeated here.
Oh, lovely.
This is Belle pot.
I love that.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? Like a raspberry red. Then this lovely pink, pale pink is Flutter.
Oh.
So sage. And then this stripy section here, which I love, because brown and pink together are just my favourite.
Well, don't they?
So again, it's Flutter and walnut. So the way the wrap works is the colours are all repeated at some point, apart from this one, are all repeated in the shawl. So this colour will be, this sand colour will be the picot edging on the end.
Fantastic.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got one more pink section and one more brown, I think. So it should be 4 brown stripes and 5
And I like
pink
it because each one's got a different
I
texture.
know, and I
these
really loved doing
eyelids.
this one. Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. I love
This
that.
seemed to take forever, this section.
I'd get them all wonky.
It's
in
about
their faces.
16 inches or something.
Gosh.
14 inches maybe.
How many stitches?
136.
Oh my life. Okay.
Now, I have actually... This is not as big as some of them. Because I started one on the recommended needles, which were the 4mm needles.
Right.
And it was massive.
Oh gosh.
And I thought, I'm never going to wear that. I get really... When I don't like stuff that's all around my neck and because it makes me so hot. So I thought, I think what I'm going to do is go down a needle, well, go down to 3mm needles and see how that knits up. So I did the first few rows and I measured it against the other one that I'd started. And this is a good 2 inches shorter in width.
Gosh.
And of course...
It gives a nicer fabric though, doesn't it?
I think so. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing another one in the future because I think the pattern is fantastic. It's a really simple pattern. It's just, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Because it's very, very long. But I love it. I
is.
love it.
I love the
I will
colours.
wear these colours.
It's autumnal, but it's also sort of like late summer, it's early spring as well. It's very warm.
And it's not going to be majorly thick.
No,
because
it
this
feels
is
really
just
light.
4-ply sock yarn.
Well, their yarn colours are
So,
lovely, aren't they?
do we need to know which?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I won't show you each Woolbarn, but it's smooth sock 4-ply from the Woolbarn. So yeah, and I love it.
Really,
and I'm
really
almost
pretty.
there. I've only got a couple more stripes to do, then the edging, and it's done.
Gosh.
And I can block it. Don't look at the ends; they've got to be.
Well, ends, that's part of the course, but
Most
there's
of
not
my
that many
ends,
there,
it's
really.
just
You're all
these
gone in.
ones here. I
They're
know.
all
I have
in.
to do it as I'm going along.
I tend to do that with my crochet, to be fair.
I hate the thought of going and having to weave all the ends in at the front of
It's
finish.
a lot, yeah.
So yeah, I love it.
That's
Absolutely
really,
love
really
it. And I
pretty.
know that I'll wear it. So
I love that. I love this,
Yeah.
particularly that colour.
yeah,
It's really, really pretty.
pretty, isn't it?
I'm always drawn to those sorts of colours. The pale pinks, that, and the duck eggs. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
More
really happy with
subdued
that.
colours, but they blend so lovely
There's lots of
together.
different pictures of it on my Instagram account.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, we should have said actually we're on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
We
by
didn't
the way,
say
we're
that,
on,
did we?
we're on Instagram, we are.
I'm Caroline Love to Sew and Helen is Flora,
Flora
Honeypot.
Honeypot. The madness that is Flora Honeypot.
That's no exaggeration. Love you.
Love you too. Certainly potty about something, that's sure, for sure. Go have a drink.
Have a little drink. Okay. So, now I will... What am I going to talk about next? Oh yes, my sock whip. I've only got 2 things to show you really. So,
Talking about her whip.
right, I need to just show this bag again because I love it so much.
I want one.
Look at this stunning bag from Sherry Iris. It's absolutely gorgeous. I put so many different things in it.
It's so lovely
use it.
because she always embroiders on the back there.
I use it all the time. And
You
I
do
love-
get a favourite, don't you?
I do. It's one of my favourites, absolutely. So I am knitting a sock.
I love this yarn. Have I seen this one?
It was on my shelf upstairs, so you might do.
I may have.
It's in my
I might
stash.
have tried to steal it.
So so yeah, this is the Chevron sock. Now I don't know if you can see this. It's the
Is this the Strictly one?
Cha Cha Chevron
This is Sandra's,
by
isn't it?
Sandra Cherryheart.
I watched Sandra this morning. Cool.
Which is really, really pretty. This lovely chevron pattern is emerging.
Really nice.
So I started these last Saturday on the launch show of Strictly Come Dancing,
Yeah.
which is the UK's version of, what's it called? Dancing with the Stars in the US. What do you mean? Don't you watch it?
I might have been watching something now.
So the yarn I'm using is
nice.
crumbs, right? So this is the yarn I'm using.
Oh, I love that.
Is it?
Let me hold it
Can
up
you-
for
can
you,
you see it? I
so
can't
it
see
gets
if
in
it's-
there.
So this is Rose Lichen from Beehive Yarns,
Just put that.
and it's on her Barbarella base. So it's superwash merino nylon and stellina, because Strictly socks have to have some sparkle.
They do. I'm not really trying to shut you out. It's just that it
That's
doesn't
fine.
want to focus on the yarn.
Did it focus in the end?
Yes. I
And
think
this
so.
is the mini that came with it,
I'll hide behind it.
which is cassis. Is that?
Let me do it for you.
Thank you.
I can put them both together, look, and it will
Okay.
focus on the yarn and not on
So
us.
that will be the heels and toes.
I love that. I love both of
Yeah,
those.
I'm really happy with that.
That's so nice.
It's such a pretty colour, isn't it? This yarn Simon bought for me when we went to Nottingham Yarn Expo last year.
I won't be getting these
2017. Get off.
I do remember seeing this now because I remember you telling me that.
Beth's lovely. She might dye it up for you. But yeah, so now the only thing about this pattern is you really have to concentrate on it, which
it's difficult if you're watching people.
It's a bit difficult because I'm watching. You know. I'm trying to watch the dancing. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing the pattern down to the heel. Yeah. And then just doing the foot straight knitting. Yeah. Because I can do that.
That'd be nicer when you shoe then as well.
Yeah. Which I thought would be quite nice. So you'd still see the pattern at the top. Yeah. I'm afraid I haven't got a picture of the sock pattern. I know, terrible, isn't it? But it's on my Ravelry page, so you can have a little look. So yeah, it's a really clever pattern. I really like it. But yeah, I think it's going to have to be just plain knitting on the foot, just so that I can enjoy the show. So are you adhering to the rules? I do know about this. Adhere to the rules, and it can only be during the show, or it can be on the catch-up show or the extra show. There's an extra one, isn't there? So it takes two.
It's an excuse to put the telly on, isn't it, and re-watch it really. I just like seeing all the
So I should just say this is a sock along for Strictly 2018, run by Ali of Little Drops of Wonderful podcast, which she's run for a few years now. I did join in last year, but I was new to knitting and my sock was an absolute disaster, darling.
Oh, golly gosh.
So that went in the bin. And now I'm much better, so I'm happy to do it. Yeah, so you can put your socks in the chatter thread on Ravelry and things like that. And then she's going to issue lots of different prizes for those who have finished their socks for Halloween and the show, you know, lots of different things.
It's a nice annual thing. It's like, you know, you look forward to Halloween and you look forward to bonfire night, and then we've got Christmas, but you can put this in there as well, can't you? It's one of those things.
So yeah, that's why I want to make it nice and simple to knit on. So that's what I'm going to do.
That's very nice. Yeah. That's very nice.
That's all I've got to show you today.
Is it? Oh, what else have I
My dream knitting is probably going to be the 3-colour cashmere shawl.
What's that one?
I'm sorry I'm laughing, she's taken a sock off.
I'm not.
Are you going to stick your foot in the camera?
Look, it fits!
That's attractive.
Look, it fits! I can't believe it!
What are you like?
It fits! It bloody fits!
Are you ticklish?
Yes. Sorry. Oh, I just had to share that with you because I'm overjoyed it fits. Really, I'm going to have to get the pattern when it comes out. They're like house socks. Sorry. I'll just put my little frilly one back on. Because I washed my feet this morning. Oh, shocking.
Hello.
I'm really enjoying this gin, darling. Do you know, I had a gin at the wedding. I haven't had a gin since.
Tell us a bit about the wedding.
Oh my gosh, how long have we got?
About 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, okay, right. It was really lovely, and the weather was perfect, and it was magical. The whole thing about it. I think because we'd done a lot of the preparation for it ourselves, and of course, you made the bunting, which absolutely just everybody commented on it.
Secret sewing.
Secret sewing, that was it. And it was strewn across, because she got married in a barn, and it was strewn across the pillars. Everybody commented on it, and it just added that vintage feel to it, because she had a real...
Put it.
I did put a picture.
Put a picture on Instagram, didn't you?
Pepper.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't do that.
I've done that before too. Yes, I did put a picture of it on there, and it really just finished off everything. It was just so lovely, and Elise looked lovely.
She did look beautiful, didn't she?
Mark was lovely. All her bridesmaids looked beautiful. They really have. And the groomsmen, he had quite a few groomsmen, and he had 2 best men as well.
Oh, that's a good idea.
They slaughtered him, didn't they? Bless him, at the speech. No, they were very good. And
Dave's speech good?
Dave's speech was very good. He was really nervous about it, but he delivered it very well, because he's not into public speaking or anything.
I don't know many people who enjoy that.
No.
To be honest.
No.
So if you have
it's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not easy.
but he did very well. He did very well, and the whole day the weather was perfect, you know, and just it was just magical, absolutely magical. Everybody loved the cake, and
that she made.
Hadn't made a proper cake like that for years.
You're so clever.
Oh, thank you. No, I don't feel it, honest. I fudge. That's hence the name of my shawl there. My scarf is called Fudge because I fudge everything. No, it was great, and the little flower girl, Alice, bless her, Elise was a bit concerned that because she's so young that she might actually not drop the petals.
Right.
So I crocheted her a white teddy bear instead, which matched the outfit she'd got on. I gave it a tutu.
Yeah, you put that on Instagram, didn't you?
I did, and she walked in with her mum, who is Mark's sister, and she saw her dad and she went, "Daddy!" and she ran down the aisle and she stole the show. It was lovely. And poor old Carla had to walk down there holding the bear. But it was really, really lovely. Yeah, I'll just keep saying it was really lovely because I just...
Because it was.
It was
the
really
weather was
lovely.
beautiful as well, wasn't it? You're really lucky. September weddings are gorgeous, aren't they?
They are. We were so lucky with the weather, and Mark's speech was fantastic as well. And you know, I know it's a wedding and the couple are in love, they get married, but the sincerity that was there, and he never took his eyes off her, and he was just so happy, and Elise was so happy. It's all that they've wanted for years. So
that's wonderful.
A mum really can't ask for anything more
you're so
than
lucky.
that.
You really are.
It's so genuine. They've been to Tuscany for their honeymoon.
I know. I've seen the photos.
And they've only just got back. So I'm longing to catch up with them. I haven't caught up with them yet. So.
Looks like she had a fabulous time in Italy.
Lovely, relaxing.
Gorgeous venue.
They had their room upgraded as well.
Did
so
they?
they were in the jacuzzi suite
Ooh.
with the balcony overlooking the sea.
Oh, not jealous at all.
No, me neither. No, I've just been here cleaning up.
I went to Norfolk.
Yeah, at least you've been away. You've been to the sea.
Excuse me, you're going to Yorkshire for the weekend.
I'm going to Yarndale. The Dale that is Yarn.
You're so lucky.
I know, I'm so excited. I've got to try not to buy much
I just
yarn.
noticed that you have a whip that you've not talked about.
I do.
Do you want to still talk about it?
I could talk briefly about my whip. It's in my Sybil bag. I do the zip there. Try not to get anything caught. So I am actually using, for this particular whip, I'll just put around there like that.
I'm not going to.
I bought some yarn from somebody's stash.
I love that colour.
And it is so nice. It is Hedgerow yarns, and it's her luxury alpaca 4-ply. It's called Whisper. It's baby alpaca, silk and cashmere. Show you that there. If it focuses,
Just block me in.
I'll block you out. It's the light. Ooh, I'm
it
getting all over the yoki. There we go. And so it's gorgeous. This lovely shades of blue. Thank you. Got balls on my lap falling off.
You're losing your balls.
Yeah. And I've started. I'll show you the pattern in a moment. I've started on another oblong shaped thing because I'm rather liking the oblong. Oh, it matches again. And I just sorry, it's just as I say. And the border on it has to be a contrasting yarn. And I picked this one out. You've seen this before because it was going to be socks, but I unpicked them.
They look good together.
And they go really well together. And it turns out that they're both. I'd forgotten this one. I think it's called Martha's Garden or something. Somebody said something like that. I can't remember. I've got the tag. Anyway, they're both from the lovely Hedgerow. So I'm really, really enjoying making that. And the one that I'm making is from my lovely friend Lisa, who's done this fantastic book. She autographed me a copy, only because I've badgered her into it.
Don't say that.
It's fantastic because it's got a little bookmark thing, so you don't lose where you
No
are.
faffing about.
No
Finding
faffing
your
about.
page.
So I'll stand up so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. It's called Rhubarb Crumble.
It's gorgeous.
And I just fell in love with this one straight away with the pattern on there. And I thought that those two yarns there would just set that off brilliantly, really. So that's my ongoing project. Now I've finished those hearts.
I can't wait to see that.
And I've finished that scarf, and I've finished the bear.
All right. I haven't finished anything.
No, but you have got some exciting stuff there. Yeah, but you've got fabric stuff. What's your fabric stuff?
Well, I just wanted to mention,
Yes.
please, if it's okay.
I'll allow you.
That I have been working on a new website. Da, da, da. So up until now I've been selling on Etsy.
Yeah.
And well, for many years actually, since 2011 I've been selling on Etsy. And it's been wonderful. I sell Tilda fabric and bunting on Etsy.
Yes, I've seen those.
Links to those shops are in my Instagram profile and down below. But recently, this year, Etsy has increased their fees.
A few people have said about this.
Quite substantially. And
you can't sustain it, can you?
I can't. I often pay so much in fees each month that is I'm not making very much money on what I'm selling. So
are they charging fees on the postage as well?
Yes. So they've increased the transaction fees, the selling fees. They're now charging a certain percentage of the postage that people are paying.
What's that got to do with them? That's the postage.
It's just ridiculous. So, you know, I had to think of doing something else. And I know lots of other people who have Etsy shops have considered this and have moved on as well. I will just say that the Tilda fabric that I sell in my Etsy shop, it will remain there for now, for the foreseeable future, because I get a lot of customers who are not just in the UK, but who are in Europe and Canada and America and Australia. So, you know, and with Etsy, that's covered. You know, people can find you.
Right. Yes.
Quite well. However, all my project bags and notions pouches and knitting accessories
and your collaborations
and my collaborations will now all be available on my new website, which
exciting.
Is almost ready. It's so exciting. I really love it. It's a Shopify shop.
Yeah.
And it's called Love to Sew by Sea.
Love to Sew by Sea. You don't mean by the seaside.
Not
you mean
by
the letter. The letter K.
C.
Today is brought to you by the letter K.
Curly K.
Which way round should I be doing it? Because are we backwards or are we forwards?
I think people
looks
know.
like Chanel then, doesn't it?
It's C for Caroline.
Yeah. Is it? Is that your name?
Not by the sea. The big blue wobbly thing that mermaids live in.
Big blue wobbly.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh God, yeah.
So
I love you.
So until my Shopify website is ready, I just wanted to mention that a lovely collaboration that I did with Sherry Iris in August. There is one kit left in the shop, in my Etsy shop. If anybody is untrusted.
I'll hold that. You get the yarn in, because I tell you what, you can see that in a picture, but until it's actually...
It's just absolutely gorgeous.
You see it in the flesh, it's so much nicer.
Beautiful. All different shades of blue and coral. Oh, she's just dyed it so beautifully.
They're so goddamn clever.
I know. Did I show that one yet? And then the lovely pale peachy coral colour. And she's picked out the colours in the Dragonfly bag. So this was a collaboration we did, which was Gilmore Girls based. And this is the Dragonfly Inn from Gilmore Girls.
Oh, you see, I don't watch the Gilmore Girls, so that's
no,
why that's
you really
over my
should.
head. I've got time to do that as well.
So it's a zipped pouch, and it has a lovely pocket inside, and a box bottom, so it stands on its own.
Oh, that's going to hold a nice size project too.
Yeah.
And
so
there's socks to a shawl.
And it also comes with a little dragonfly stitch marker. Is that? Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm going to call you Cece. Caroline Cooley.
All right.
Cece. Have you watched? Sorry, I'll come back to that one with Bette Midler, Cece Bloom. Yeah,
no,
sorry.
So that kit is currently in my Etsy shop.
That's lovely.
If anybody's interested,
that's very nice.
It's the last one, and there'll be no more.
Exclusive.
And I have been working on a new collaboration with a very lovely lady. Oh, did you see a sneaky peek there?
Oh, I think I know who the lovely lady is. I think
you might do. So, I have been working with Jane from Hedgerow Yarns again. We worked together in March and she dyed beautiful yarn and I made a bag for the kit, and her yarn is just so beautiful, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Using, I know, it's lovely. So this is the fabric that I have used for the bags. So it'll be a drawstring bag with a pocket inside, nice. A little ribbon just there.
I'm ducking some hiding.
Do you think it's blowing out a bit? Because it's actually darker than it's showing up, isn't it?
It is darker. It's
just the light.
More of
the light's shining in on the camera, isn't it? It is. Is that better further back?
Yes, that's more like
more realistic.
That's more realistic to the colour. So it's like what colour would you call it? It's like a teal green, isn't it?
It's like an evergreen.
Yes.
Kind of colour, isn't it? Like a
it was looking
pine green.
That's it. It was looking more bright green.
Yeah,
the closer you
not,
got.
So yeah, it's darker. But I love the fabric so much. I decided to do the whole of the bag in it rather than, because normally I have the linen at the bottom.
Yeah, I like this.
But I thought that was quite nice.
It's nice to do them a bit different.
So Jane is currently in the process of working on the dyeing. So I think it might be a sock set, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to wait and see what Jane comes up with.
Cool.
But it will be gorgeous, I'm sure.
And when's this going to be in the shop?
So this will be mid-October, and I will. This will be on my new website, my Shopify website. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll hear all the news and you'll know when it's available.
Perfect.
So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that.
That's lovely.
I think what I'm going to do is make a few drawstring bags and notions pouches and put them in my shop next week, my new website, because I think it would be nice for people to perhaps set up accounts to make it a bit easier for themselves when they want to buy something, and especially when in the collaborations they do tend to sell out quite quickly.
Yeah.
So you kind of need to have an account set up.
I've fallen foul of that on things before now. By the time you've got that sorted,
so you don't lose out, you know. And cartjacking does go on, and it's such a shame, but that's just what happens. So yeah, if you are interested, when I release the news, I would recommend you go onto the website and perhaps set up an account if you really wanted one of these.
I tell you what, with Christmas coming as well, if you've got a yarn loving friend and you know that, you know, there's certain things and certain colourways they like, and you think, well, actually, do you know what, that would make a fantastic Christmas present. I would be thrilled to have nothing else but something like that for Christmas. Yeah. Good. And I like that too. So I think these are great.
May I just show my new design notions pouches?
I love those.
So I made this a few weeks back.
Let me hold it there and then they can see you instead of me. There we go.
So yeah. Now it lies flat on the table or the sofa next to you wherever you're knitting, and has a zip on the top like this. Don't show them what's inside because some of these things are in my Christmas box.
All right, okay, hold on a minute.
So I'm not allowed to see.
Nosy
Rosie.
Yes, so we won't show.
So that's how it opens. I've got a little ribbon here. There we go.
Oh, the smooth motion of the zip.
So they're fully lined.
It's really lovely.
And they have batting inside to make them squidgy, and I just love this sound.
It's like a pencil case,
but it sounds really silly. I used to love pencil cases when I was
But instead of having the zip on the top and then you've got to fish through it, you can actually see inside it so much better. This was the design that you were talking about months ago at the Midlands Monthly Meetup with Julie Layden, weren't it?
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Julie was going to make me a dress to wear for the wedding, and it was going to be a crocheted top with this lovely, she'll be laughing now, with this lovely Liberty print skirt underneath.
Oh, like she makes little ones.
Well, that's it. She made a little one, but she didn't make me one. So I had to buy one. I kept saying, "You made that for the wedding." I think she thought I was joking. I wasn't. Yeah, that's lovely.
So I will make some of these, and they will be available in my shop on my new website.
Very good. I love those colours.
Yeah, they're really nice, aren't they?
It's like a bit
I've
like
got more of this fabric, so I think I might make a project bag for the website.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be really nice. I I want everything, don't I?
Yes, get off. It's Christmas soon.
Ooh. Actually,
You
do
might
you know
have
what?
something nice for Christmas.
Do you know what? Christmas, right? We all panic about Christmas. We were talking about this yesterday. Yesterday was the 25th. It means it's exactly 12 weeks to the day till Christmas. And everybody thinks, oh my gosh, is that it? Is it that quick? It's a quarter of a year.
A year.
A year.
My neighbours are going to wonder what's going on.
Yeah. Oh gosh, 35 was here again. Oh,
So that's it, I think. We've talked about our whips.
yeah.
Every time, seriously.
Seriously, yeah.
Our finished objects.
Well, you probably
Sharp
see something
updates.
kinky when I do that, but I don't. I see Indiana Jones
Well, that's
doing his
kinky,
whip.
isn't it?
I wouldn't say no.
So I think we should maybe say au revoir.
Au revoir, mon chéri.
I say.
Ma français est très un peu. Just say it.
Because I don't know about you, but it's 12:30 and I'm really hungry.
Oh, well, I'm absolutely famished. I need food. I think today is cake day, isn't it?
Definitely cake day. Yeah, I've been good for so many weeks. Well, I say that. When I was on holiday in Norfolk, I went a bit mad.
Did you?
Didn't you see the picture of me and Ellie from Craft House Magic?
Oh, it looked very nice. Hi, Ellie.
And we had the most delicious meal. Our men were there as well, but they were not photograph worthy.
No,
clearly.
obviously not. Well, no, well,
Just
you know,
us and the desserts.
yeah, I did actually. I do remember seeing those. Yes, I was
Yeah.
quite jealous of
Oh.
those. I've just been eating a lot of cake lately, as you know.
Wedding cake.
Yeah.
Look, can you hear my stomach rumbling?
I could.
Oh, it's definitely time for cake.
We're talking about food, so let's say cheers and
yes.
ta-ta.
Yeah, I'm not drinking that slop. It's cold, but cheers and ta-ta.
Cheers and ta-ta, darling.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Keep waving.